General Michael Flynn has been under fire by the mainstream media over the Memorial Day weekend for comments in which the media claims that General Flynn said that a Myanmar-style military coup could and should happen in the United States, presumably with the end goal of reinstating Donald Trump as president. Now, Michael Flynn and Sidney Powell, his attorney, have fired back saying that that is not what he said or suggested. I don't know which one to believe, so let's take a look at an article about it. Let's take a look at the video and let's see what's being said about it, and then let's see what he said, and we can make up our own minds. What I know the most in this situation is that I can't trust the mainstream media's reporting on anything involving a certain set of people, and Flynn is inside that set of people that the mainstream media is just not super fair on reporting. But we do have the tape ourselves, so we can go ahead and take a look at it. Now, I have an article. It's from CNN. Hold on. I picked it for a very specific reason. CNN is the most mainstream of mainstream news, and we need to know what they're saying about this situation to adequately gauge if they're reporting accurately on the subject. So that's why I picked it. We've got the video. We've got the article. Let's talk about it. I'm Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. I'm a lawyer. I'm also a legal and political commentator on YouTube and on Odyssey. Wherever you're watching, go ahead, hit that like button and the subscribe button. Make sure you don't miss any videos. All right? Okay. Let's get into this article. Here we go. From CNN Politics. Oh, and by the way, the link to this article will be down in the description if you want to click on it and follow through with it. We're going to take a look at the main parts of it, but the link will be there. Flynn says he didn't endorse Myanmar-style coup after he appears to back plan in a video exchange. All right. Michael Flynn, former President Donald Trump's first national security advisor, is claiming he didn't endorse a Myanmar-style coup over the weekend, despite video in which he appeared to support such an overthrow in the United States. And we're going to go to the video, but I want to load up this as much as possible with the CNN perspective and the CNN infusion of reality into it, and then we can make up our own minds, okay? For months, QAnon and Trump-supporting online forums have celebrated the deadly military coup in Myanmar and suggested the same should happen in the United States so Trump could be reinstated as president. I've seen a little bit of this idea that the military would go ahead and come in and take over and would reinstate Trump as president. I heard some people talking about it before the inauguration of Biden. That talk seems to have died down a little bit. To now, some people left saying, just wait, it's coming. Trust the plan. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of a military-style coup of the country. I understand a lot of people have some very, very strong feelings about the legitimacy of Biden as president and the legitimacy of the election. To me, the answer to that is not a military-style coup. Martial law does not seem palatable to me because I am a person who enjoys personal liberty, and martial law tends to stamp that out. And as an advocate of personal liberty, it would be a little bit inconsistent of me to support a military-style takeover of the government. But that being said, I have seen people talking about it. I know it's out there. I don't know if they've actually been celebrating the coup in Myanmar as much as saying these things do exist. Military takeovers do happen where the military temporarily retains control of a country and then institutes a new leader in office. I've seen people use the comparisons in that way, but I don't know if I've seen them celebrating the deadly coup in Myanmar. But, Myanmar is a pretty complicated country all on its own with a whole different set of issues than the United States. So let's calm down a little bit, the media. Flynn made the comments at an event in Dallas on Sunday that was attended by prominent peddlers of the QAnon conspiracy theory and the big lie. I want to know why what happened in Myanmar can't happen here. A member of the audience who identified himself as a Marine asked Flynn, "No reason, I mean, it should happen here. No reason, that's right," Flynn responded. Now, there's some interesting sort of things here. If you read this one way, it reads, No reason. I mean, it should happen here. No reason. That's right. And then there's no reason. I mean, it should happen here. No reason. That's right. So you got two different ways to read a line of text that comes to two different outcomes depending on vocal inflection alone. I mean, the vocal inflection that you read in this line tells you whether Flynn believes a Myanmar-style military coup should happen or shouldn't happen. That's it. It's down to inflection. So again, we're going to go to the video and see what was said in a minute. A message posted to a Parler account used by Flynn on Monday, however, claimed Flynn's words had been twisted. Quote, "Let me be very clear. There is no reason whatsoever for any coup in America, and I do not and have not at any time called for any action of that sort," the message said. Lawyer Sidney Powell, who has represented Flynn in the past, said Monday that he had in no way encouraged any act of violence or any military insurrection. She claimed the media had grossly distorted Flynn's comments. She did not explain why Flynn had answered the question the way he did. And look, when you're speaking live, sometimes you just say things in a weird way. And when you have someone who is either favorable to you or not favorable to you, they will interpret how you answer in the way that benefits their position. Both ways. Both ways. Powell was present at an Oval Office meeting in the closing weeks of Trump's presidency, during which Flynn suggested that Trump could invoke martial law as part of his efforts to overturn the election, CNN has reported. It wasn't clear whether Trump endorsed the idea, but others in the room forcefully pushed back and shot it down. Some QAnon followers are obsessed with the idea that the U.S. military will somehow put Trump back into office. Some believed and hoped Trump would declare martial law on Inauguration Day to stop Joe Biden from entering the White House. Okay, so we've got the background of this story. Let's go ahead and listen to the actual words of General Flynn responding to this question, and we can decide for ourselves. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I got to unmute it. That would be helpful. Okay, here we go.
I want to know why what happened in Myanmar can't happen here.
No reason. I mean, it should happen here. No reason. That's right.
There you go. Thank you for cutting that, CNN. But the long and short, guy asks it, and Michael Flynn says, no reason it should happen here. Let's listen to him again. Let's listen to Flynn's words here.
In Myanmar can't happen here.
No reason. I mean, it should happen here. No reason. That's right.
So, you've heard the tape. We listened to it twice. The question is, what do you think about it? To me, I mean, I see when you read the words on the page, I see there, and it seems really bad. When you just read the words on the page, no reason, comma, I mean, comma, it should happen here. No reason, that's right. Now, interestingly, if you take sort of the grammatical approach, you take out the thing between the two commas to make the thought, which is no reason it should happen here, would be the flow of that statement. He added a little bit of an interjection into it. That's not the right grammar term. I think it's an apposition. But either way, he added in this little sort of phrase in the middle where he says, I mean, which is an affectation of speaking. So if you read grammatically the sentence, you say, no reason it should happen here. That's the sentence that's written down with a little bit of an excerpt in the middle of it that says him saying, I mean. And he says, no reason, that's right. I think that actually is the proper sort of way to hear this. Look, when I first read the headline, when I first read the words, I was very, very skeptical of what Michael Flynn was saying. I was like, man, I don't know about a coup. That makes me a little uncomfortable. You guys, I've explained my position on this many times, and even in this video. I'm not a big fan of the idea of a military intervention in U.S. politics. That's not what I think the military's proper role is. But That's my opinion. So when I read this statement at first, I gotta say, I was like, oh my gosh, Michael Flynn's out here talking crazy town. But then when I heard what he actually said, when I heard his statement, and he's got clarifying statements saying, I did not suggest that, I do not believe that, I think the media is stretching the truth on this one. But you know what? What I think doesn't really matter. What you think matters a whole bunch. Why don't you drop it down in the comments below and let me know? Until next time, thanks for watching. Peace. Peace.